Greetings YouTube, time for a bargain video. We have the Star Wars Episode 1 DK book, Incredible Cross Sections, and the Star Wars Incredible Cross Sections book, The Ultimate Guide to the Star Wars Vehicles for a Spacecraft, which is from the classic era. And this one I'm going to keep, because it's Millennium Falcon, who couldn't keep that. This one I'll give away after I do a review. Then we have the Edward Gorey Amphigory also, which is a gift for a friend. My wife has a copy already. We have the Ultimate Spy, the new expanded edition. And I don't know if I'm keeping that or not. I'm going to give it a read first. We have the Encyclopedia of Jazz and Blues, which is a gift for my mother-in-law. A Toast to the Fur Trade, a picture essay on its material culture, which has got some great illustrations of 18th century technology, the garb and tools and weapons and things they used. That's why I picked it up. Then we have Curry, A Tale of Cooks and Conquerors. I love those kind of tightly focused books. Life by Keith Richards, which is kind of amazing. The man is still alive. The Little Guide's Sharks, Guide to Species and Where to See Sharks. 500 illustrations. I got that from my therapist in his office. We have Death's Acre inside the legendary forest forensic lab, The Body Farm, or The Dead Do Tell Tales. That's for me. Regrettable Supervillains, The Legion of Regrettable Supervillains. That's for me. Everyday Lakota, an English Sioux dictionary for beginners. I have an affection for foreign language dictionaries. And To Die in the Combat Zone, by Tim O'Brien, and it says here, it says the author of The Things They Carried in Going After Cacciato. I read Going After Cacciato. It was kind of interesting, and because it was set in, it was an interesting take on the Vietnam era, and I want to hear about his personal experiences. Then we have a Swahili lesson guide. This is for beginners, and I actually work with people who speak Swahili, so I thought maybe I can use it, learn a couple of phrases, and again, I like foreign language dictionaries, and I picked it up for a song. It was like 30 cents or so. On to some more books, and then to DVDs, I think. We have a book of robots. My camera's trying to lock onto the face on the cover. That's for my nephews. The Book of Beasts, Color and Discover, which is a book I picked up on sale. So it's got all kinds of fantastical beasts, and there will be a review of this at some point. I got that up for sale for $10. We have Volume 1 of Marvel Mangaverse. So it's Marvel characters drawn in a manga style, and I'm aware that manga style is an entire genre, but we all know that when you say something's drawn in a manga style, it has a certain visual theme, okay? Wooden objects as functional sculpture, which is for me. Pathfinder Bestiaire Variant number 5, which I picked up for $32 at a sale at a bookstore. It's used, or actually Bull Moose Music. Maleficent, which actually my wife and I both quite enjoyed. We liked that. Creature Comforts, which apparently at one time was owned by N. Riley. Black Hat, it wasn't. I'm a Michael Mann fan. This is the reason this one didn't make as much money as his normal films do. Somewhat Gentle Man, which is a dark comedy. Pete Smalls is Dead, which is also a dark comedy. Star Artisy, which has a Superman cartoon and much more. That looks horrible. Tintin. My wife and I both thought that was cute, and for some reason, I left an entire stack of videos here. Well, I'll do the top one. Madagascar Europeans Most Wanted. We haven't seen that one yet. This is a replacement. This is the collector's edition of Sneakers, because it has a commentary track, and the one I currently have does not. So I'll be replacing that one. Then we have the Kung Fu Panda Holiday Special, which my wife and I both found very endearing. And I was very impressed with the editing and some of the visual style used in this. It was really top-notch. I think they really pushed their creative muscles on this one. I quite enjoyed it. So now I'm going to dig out that pile of, which I have no idea why I did that, and for the next section. We have the modern version of Romeo and Juliet. This is the special edition. I got that for the commentary track. Betty Boop. Vampire Wars, Battle for the Universe. So it's a science fiction vampire movie. I don't expect it to be good. UHF, the commentary track on this was quite nice. I really enjoyed it. John Cusack in Say Anything. American Hustle. The Miracle on 34th Street. a couple of glass tiles. These are really pretty and they're in excellent condition. I got them at a thrift shop. My wife has an affection for things aquatic. There we go. Some dice I picked up at a thrift shop. These are 6 metal cookie cutters, classic style. This is from like the 60s or so, yeah, I think. And box included in nice shape. Originally it cost $1 at Moreau's, which is a store I vaguely remember as a kid. I paid $1 for that box. Then we have this little owl sitting on bamboo, and it's got a strainer so when you have loose tea, you don't end up with tea in your mouth. A couple of wrenches, one open-end wrench and a adjustable wrench and a slip joint wrench. Those are from my mother-in-law because I'm putting together a toolbox for her. We have some plastic guys. These are HeroClix guys, and I thought they were kind of cool. I'll have a video about that. I picked up like a piece for those. We have a gift box for my mother because her birthday's coming up and I need something to put her gift in. Some index cards because I use these fairly frequently. Again, I paid like 25 or 30 cents for that pack. Then we have a box of 50 jewel cases because when I have doubles of movies, I like to put them in jewel cases because it's easier for people to look at them quickly, and as opposed to a black DVD case, which I may have stripped already. So I picked that for $3 for 50 cases. That's a really nice price. We have this Stanley American-made vise, which is designed to clip onto your bench. And possibly a table, my drill table. We'll find that out. It needs jaws. It doesn't have any, so I'm going to get myself a cutting board, a plastic cutting board, and make myself some jaws. Each one has 3 screws that hold the jaw in place. One of them is got a broken off bolt in it, but 2 will work. So yeah, I picked this up for $4, and it's American made, so that was kind of cool. We have this pumpkin, which is copper, real copper. I picked that up for my wife, who is a big fan of pumpkins, and I'm a big fan of metal. And it's got a nice brass handle. This is a circular saw blade. I know I have many of them, but this is for a specific build. I like the shape and the tooth type. I think it's going to look good in the design I want. This is the CRK Drifter Viva, and I paid $10 for that set right there. So that's a nice price. We have a couple of bearings, which I picked up for I think $2. I don't have a use for these at the moment, but I figure I can probably find a use for someday for maybe some kind of a rig or something for feeding material into my drill or to a saw or something. And then we have this, which is so cool. This is an actual ice pick, and I've always wanted one. I would like to get a wooden classic one that I can use as a walking stick, but this I picked up at a flea market for a total of $11, and it's in nice shape. It even has the cord, and you can attach the cord there or here, and it's in really decent shape. I was quite impressed with this for $11. This is a good deal. It really was. So there you go, folks. That is my somewhat random collection of stuff. Now I need to get those wrenches to my wife because she's headed downstairs right now to give them to her mother.